My dear child, listen carefully. Sit still for a moment and open your soul to what is about to come forth. This is not a message for your ears only, but for your spirit, for your weary heart that has been whispering cries into the night, hoping someone in heaven is listening. And truly, heaven has heard you. Your voice has stirred the clouds. Your tears have soaked the very garment of the angels. And now the truth that has been hidden in shadows must be unveiled whether or not you are ready. For there are times when truth knocks not with gentleness, but with divine urgency. And this is one of those moments. Do not turn away. Do not scroll past. This message is your mirror and your moment of deliverance. You must know this because you have sensed something all along. Type Amen if you believe in God. That strange tightening in your chest when you're near her. That feeling that someone you trusted has walked a path behind your back, scattering your name like ashes into the hands of the wrong people. Yes, your intuition was not wrong. Your suspicions were the early whispers of a spiritual warning. And now I tell you clearly, your sister did something terrible behind your back. It is not easy to write, and it will not be easy for you to receive, but the time for silence is over. A family member helped them with it. The betrayal was not solitary. It was conspired in silence. It was fed in jealousy, brewed in bitterness, and fueled by old wounds they never healed but blamed you for. They whispered about you in rooms you were never invited to. They exaggerated your faults and minimized your love. They laughed when you were vulnerable. And worst of all, they turned something sacred into something sinister. They saw your light, and instead of celebrating it, they conspired to dim it. The sister you loved, defended, prayed for, sacrificed for. Even when others told you she was not trustworthy, she took that love and twisted it into leverage. She shared your private moments with someone in the family, someone you thought would never stand against you. And together they tried to ruin something important, a connection, a relationship, an opportunity, a divine door that was meant to open for you. They stood in front of it with locks and lies. You are not being told this to create hatred. You are being told because what was done behind your back is starting to manifest in your life. You've wondered why certain things feel blocked, why certain relationships feel strange, why people who once held you warmly now seem distant or confused. Because a seed of confusion was planted behind your back in your name and you never even knew it. But this is the hour of revelation. This is the season of exposure. The curtain has been pulled. What was whispered in the dark is about to echo in the daylight. And yet, even as I pour this truth before you, know this. God will be with you. Rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You just have to trust God and pray to Him. Let that promise wrap around your soul like a divine cloak. Let it silence the panic that tries to rise. For the same God who allowed this truth to reach you is the same God who has already gone ahead to fight for you. You are not alone. You were never alone. Even in the moment they betrayed you, heaven stood over you, watching, recording, preparing the hour when justice would flow like a river and peace like a mighty wind. You need to breathe slowly, deeply. Let the air fill your lungs, and with it let strength return. You are not weak for feeling pain. You are not naive for having trusted. You are human and your love was real. But just because your heart was pure doesn't mean theirs was. And that is the painful truth of this message. Not every hand that held yours held it with good intentions. Type Amen if you believe in God. Not every smile was a blessing. Some were bait. But your heart, your resilient, forgiving, endlessly deep heart was never the problem. It was your light that made them uncomfortable. It was your blessings that made them bitter. It was your rising that made them restless. She envied your growth. She resented how others loved you naturally. She kept track of your victories more than her own progress. And the family member who helped her, They were supposed to protect you. They saw things they could have corrected, but instead they cheered her on. Why? Because your presence reminds them of the discipline they lack. Because your excellence shines where their mediocrity dwells. But their betrayal is their own curse. Now they have sown what they will surely reap. And no lie lasts forever. No secret stays hidden in a world governed by a just God. Your path is about to open again. That thing that felt blocked, it is unlocking. That strange heaviness in your spirit, it is lifting because the moment truth steps into a room, deception begins to dissolve. And now that you know, you are free to break the spiritual agreement their betrayal tried to bind you to. Say this with your spirit. I release myself from what they did. I cancel the words they spoke. I reject the lies they told. I stand in truth and walk in divine freedom. This is not just information. This is a spiritual shift. Don't confront them right away. Don't call and demand answers. Don't shout. Don't scream. Don't curse. That is not your divine role in this season. God is already working. Let God handle what human hands will only mess up. Watch what happens next. Let silence be your strategy and peace be your proof. When you stop trying to fix things in the flesh, heaven begins to work in the spirit. And the justice that comes from God carries a finality that no apology can match. You will see strange changes in them soon. Guilt will begin to rise in their faces. They will avoid your eyes. They will send confusing messages. They will say they miss you but not explain why. They will test your awareness. They will try to pull you into old cycles. Don't fall for it. You now walk in truth. You now wear revelation. Your peace is too expensive to rent out to regret. Keep walking. Keep praying. And when you're tired, whisper to heaven and help will find you faster than your breath. There is someone you were about to push away because you thought they had changed. They didn't change. You were misled about them. The betrayal affected not only your heart, but your perception. But clarity is coming. God is about to restore what confusion tried to steal. Don't give up on what you were meant to keep. The devil used your sister and that family member to disconnect you from something holy. But what God joins, no demon can divide forever. And listen carefully to this. Your name is being cleared in conversations you haven't heard yet. People are beginning to question what they were told. Someone who believed them is starting to see through the lies. A person you thought was lost to confusion is returning to their senses. And you don't need to prove anything. Just walk in grace. Let your character be louder than their gossip. Let your growth expose their games. God says the truth about you will echo louder than the lies they whispered. Do not fear what they may do next. They already did the worst and it failed. You're still standing. You're still glowing. You're still you. And nothing they did could erase the divine mark over your life. You are chosen. You are covered. And every spiritual assignment against you is now canceled by the blood of truth. You are stepping into days of restoration. Tears you cried in confusion are about to return to you as harvest. Blessings are chasing you. New doors are opening. Health is returning. Even your sleep will become deeper because your spirit has been released from the burden of wondering. And now take this moment and give your heart to God again. Say yes to healing. Say yes to peace. Say yes to truth even when it hurts because your yes will open what their no tried to block. You were never meant to be broken by this. You were meant to be birthed through this. What the enemy meant for evil, heaven is transforming into elevation. They tried to humiliate you, but God is about to honor you. They tried to exile you, but God is about to enthrone you. They tried to silence your voice, but now your story will echo louder than ever. Watch what happens next. You'll receive a call. You'll hear someone say, I didn't know the full truth. Someone will apologize unexpectedly. Someone will confess, not because you begged them to, but because their conscience is breaking under the weight of divine correction. God is moving. The same way truth reached you today, it is reaching others who need to know your heart. And the same way their betrayal once blinded someone close to you, that blindness is lifting. Soon you'll hear laughter again, not forced, but free. Soon you'll feel joy again, not shallow, but sacred. Soon you'll love again without fear of betrayal, hiding behind a smile. This message came to set your soul free. Now walk in that freedom. Don't look back. Don't live in suspicion. Let discernment guide you, but let peace hold your hand. You are no longer bound by what they did. You are now crowned by what God revealed. And always remember, God will be with you. Rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You just have to trust God and pray to Him. My child, listen carefully. There is a stirring in the spirit, a trembling in the unseen that you have not yet fully noticed, but it has already brushed against your life like an unseen wind on the back of your neck. Type Amen if you believe in God. Something happened, something quiet, something done in the shadow of silence, covered with smiles and whispers, wrapped in closeness and disguised as love. It was not meant for your good. It was never meant to be known by you. But the hour has come. The time for the unveiling is near. Heaven has moved, and I must now speak because the pain that is hiding behind your smile is crying out to me louder than the words you've never dared to say aloud. You must not ignore this message. Don't you dare push it away like it's just a dream or just your imagination. You've been feeling it for a while. You've felt the odd looks. You've heard the shift in voices when you enter the room. You've seen the hesitation in the eyes of people who once were bold with their affection for you. And most of all, you've sensed it in your soul. A disturbance, a wound that your spirit couldn't name until now. My child, I need you to breathe deeply. Be still because what I'm about to tell you may feel heavy, but it is necessary. I am revealing this now because I love you and because truth brings light and light brings healing. Your sister did something terrible behind your back. She did not act alone. A family member helped her with it. They masked it with laughter. They hid it beneath normal conversations. They went on like everything was fine, but everything was not fine. You were betrayed. They sat in rooms you never entered. They planned things you were never told. They signed your name into conversations where you were never invited. And worse, they spoke about you in ways that bruised the heavens. My ears heard it. My spirit hovered there. And though they thought I was far off and unaware, I was near, closer than their breath, closer than their shame. I watched them. I know what they said about you. I know what they did in the dark under the illusion that no consequence would come. But there is always a time when I shine the light. There is always a moment when I tear the curtain. There is always a moment when the truth must stand tall in the room and silence must bow. That moment is now. This is not about you hating them. This is not about revenge. This is not about turning cold. This is about awakening. This is about seeing clearly. This is about knowing what has been hidden from you. Not so that you grow bitter, but so that you grow wise. You have loved blindly. You have forgiven easily. You have given generously. But you have not been protected from those you call family. And that, my child, is where your sorrow has grown roots. They took something of yours. They twisted your trust into a weapon, and they used your kindness like it was weakness. They laughed at how much you trusted them. I heard it. I watched it. One of them said, "They'll never know." Another said, "It's better this way." And your sister, with a voice that once comforted you, agreed. She didn't do it out of hate, but out of jealousy. Yes, that's what birthed it. Jealousy, like a hidden mold, grew slowly in her heart. She envied how people loved you. She envied your strength. She envied the way favor seemed to find you even when you weren't looking for it. She tried to smile about it, but inside she resented it. And that resentment opened a door. Instead of confessing it to me, she partnered with it. She made a choice. That's when she did the unthinkable. She crossed a line that family should never cross. She shared something sacred about you with someone outside the family, someone who did not have your best interest in mind. She thought she was protecting herself. She thought she was finally making things fair. But in doing so, she betrayed you and the family member who helped her. Oh, my child, they were supposed to shield you. They were older. They had wisdom. They had the years. But instead of guiding her back to truth, they fueled it. They whispered their own frustrations. They passed along private words about your past, your pain, and your journey. They should have covered you, but they exposed you. This is not just gossip. This is not just a minor offense. This was spiritual treason. Because what they said created ripples, and those ripples reached places you do not yet know. They closed doors you were meant to walk through. They shifted hearts that were meant to help you. Type amen if you believe in God. They caused delays. They caused misunderstandings. They turned people against you who would have stood by your side. That is why I could not stay silent. You've wondered why things have felt harder, why progress stopped without reason, why certain friendships faded away, why offers disappeared, why peace felt distant. It is because something spiritual was set in motion behind your back and it carried weight. But don't be afraid, for nothing hidden can stand in my presence. I have come now with truth, and with that truth I am releasing justice. My child, I will restore you. I will rebuild what was broken by the betrayal. I will mend what they tried to shatter. You have cried alone for too long. You have blamed yourself for things that were never your fault. You thought maybe you weren't good enough. You thought maybe it was your karma. You thought maybe it was you. But no, this was never about your unworthiness. It was about their inability to handle your calling. Your light blinded their insecurities. Your favor frustrated their shadows. And instead of confronting their own reflections, they decided to dim yours. But you are rising now. There is something I need you to understand. You are still chosen. No matter what they said, no matter what they took, no matter what they twisted, your calling is untouched. Your destiny is not destroyed. I have preserved you in silence, and now I will promote you in the open. You are about to see me clear the fog around your life. The confusion will lift. The isolation will end. I will send you clarity. I will send you confirmation. I will send you people who come with clean hands and pure hearts. I will protect you from here on. Yes, I will expose what they did, but not to embarrass them. I will expose it to heal you, because you've been walking around with a wound that needed a name. And now that it has a name, the healing can begin. My child, you may be tempted to confront them with anger. But I urge you, wait. Be still. Let me do it. Let me work. Let me reveal in my time. You won't need to fight. You won't need to scream. The truth will rise by itself. Lies will collapse under their own weight. And the people who turn from you will come back and say, "We didn't know. We were wrong." This next season of your life will be about restoration. But before that comes, I need you to let go. Let go of the pain they caused. Let go of the need to be understood. Let go of the idea that you must explain yourself. You don't. I am your defender. I will make the truth echo. Your sister is not beyond redemption. The family member who helped her is not beyond my reach. I am still working in their hearts. Even now, that does not mean you must put yourself back in harm's way. Love them, but from wisdom. Forgive them, but with boundaries. Show mercy, but with clarity. Type amen if you believe in God. I never told you to be a doormat. I told you to be loving. And love, my child, includes protecting your peace. I will handle them. I will handle everything. Your name is still safe in my mouth. Your future's still bright in my plan. Your heart is still whole in my hands. You are not broken beyond repair. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. You are not cursed. You are chosen, called, and carried. You were hurt, yes, but you are also healing. And soon, sooner than you expect, what they meant for harm will be the very thing that catapults you into favor. The people who doubted you will watch me elevate you. The doors that closed will open again, but wider. The opportunities that were delayed will come, but greater. You lost time, but I will redeem it. You lost trust, but I will restore it. You lost peace, but I will multiply it. There is a shift happening right now. As you read this, don't ignore what you feel. That stirring is real. That pull in your heart is me. I am real. I am near. And I am not done with you. Not even close. This message is for you. You may not have known it when you opened it. You may not have expected it. But this moment was divinely appointed. I had to reach you. I had to let you know that you are not crazy. You are not imagining things. You are not overreacting. You sensed it because your spirit is alive. You felt it because you're connected to me. And now you know you are free to grieve the loss of what you thought your family was. You are free to mourn the illusion. But after the mourning will come the morning. And with that morning will come joy, justice, and a journey you never thought possible. Breathe again. You're safe now. I will be with you. Rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You just have to trust me and pray. Keep your heart open, your eyes aware, and your hands lifted. I will do the rest. I love you. I chose you. I will never leave you. Type amen if you believe in God.